Jonathan, thanks for sitting down with me today. Great to see you here.
My pleasure, Shawn.
So this is a pretty easy little trip for you from home to here, huh?
Yeah, not too bad. Couple-hour flight.
Couple hours, that's not too bad.
7 or 8 hours to drive here. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Good to have you. Good to have you. Can you talk to me a little bit about what sets apart an eastern seed grower and a western seed grower?
Well, the obvious answer would be geography. Right. And then of course, you know, the average farm size and the average acreage, acres that are in, and certainly some of the crops that are grown in the west can't be grown in the east, and vice versa. But that's what sets us apart. There's certainly more that makes us, that brings us together, and that would be that we're, the seed production and certification in Canada is the same from one end of the country to the next. There's no difference. What you grow in the east, everything applies for that as it would in the west, whether you're in BC or whether you're in Ontario or the Maritimes. And coming out of, I was down to my first AOSCA meeting this year, and it's a reminder of the importance of, the international standards that we have. And I mean, that's good for prosperity for both sides. But it's also a reminder that when you cross the border and go south of the border, most every state has its own seed certification body. And we're very fortunate that 100 years ago or better, someone had the foresight to see the importance of having a national seed certification agency.
Absolutely. So that's pretty good talk for an incoming president of a national association. I like the sound of it, Jonathan. I like it a lot. What, in your opinion, so you're the incoming president of the Canadian Seed Growers Association. Yep. What's the hallmark of a good president, in your opinion?
I think that the hallmarks would be, building off of what Canadian Seed Growers Association, the seed industry, and my predecessors have already accomplished. I'm excited to have the opportunity to help members strengthen their connections with other stakeholders in the industry, and certainly in the value chain as we explore, what a next generation seed industry is going to look like in Canada.
There's a lot of change going on right now, and you guys are at the tip of the spear of that change.
We're all in this, and we're all in this together, and that's what we all have to remember, that we have to work together, right, in order to make this industry stronger than what it is presently.
Well, and I've known you for a number of years now, and I think one of the key ingredients that you're bringing to the table is that collaborative approach, right? I've seen that, the industry has seen that, and that's going to be critical on a go forward, isn't it? To be able to see each other's points and figure out how we proceed from here.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've got some big shoes to fill. You've had some great presidents. It's a big job that you're stepping into in as we just discussed, some time of change. Mm-hmm. What would you like your legacy to be in 2 years if you and I are sitting down again? What would you like the legacy to be?
Well, again, helping to make the membership continue to make this industry, even stronger than it is today. I guess specifically, that means a detailed roadmap for the industry to move forward with, and I think CSGA is well positioned to do that. We've got a very informed board. We've got a newly revitalized board with 5 vibrant seed growers coming on and 2 new provincial advisors as well. So we've got clear strategic direction from our strategic plan, and it seems that our membership is increasingly engaged and ready to be involved in this, and that's what it's going to take.
Would it be safe to say that one of the shifts that is on right now is each one of the 5 organizations is being asked to shift from thinking about their members to thinking about the industry at large? How do you see CSGA adopting that?
Well, I think as an industry, and as you say, with the five organizations, we have to, at this point, realize that it's not about the organizations, that it's about the memberships and those memberships collectively.
What do you see as some of the biggest challenges on your radar as you're taking on the big chair with the CSGA and, as you just pointed out, a very dynamic board?
Well, I think the challenge is remembering that I'm not leading just a board, that I'm leading 3,500 members, 2,500 seed companies from one coast to the next. And those are ranging from, you know, the small family farms to the large multinationals. And the challenge for CSGA and the challenge for the industry is basically the same, and that's finding consensus amongst our members about the, you know, with having a detailed seed synergy vision.
So we got a lot of change coming down the pipe. This is not going to be the most simple question in the world, but I'm going to ask it to you anyways. You're taking the helm of the leadership. Where in your mind do you see CSGA in 2 years?
You know, I guess, as I've already noted, that, you know, we're looking for, we want to see a very detailed roadmap, and have something ready to implement within, you know, the next couple of years. And the feedback we've been receiving has been consistent, and you know, members are looking for some concrete direction and action. And I think that much of our thinking is based on the assumption that we need to be ready for 2020. That's kind of the indication we're getting from government, and they want to introduce changes then, and we need to be ready for that. So in order to be ready, we're going to have to shift our focus again from the needs of those 6 organizations, and it's now the needs of the members and not the organizations themselves.
Right, which really does force us to think about the industry and that shift in place. Do you think that there is, or if you have to look into your crystal ball a little bit, are the 5 organizations mostly aligned?
I think we are. I mean, there's some small nuances, I think, to be figured out, but yeah, we're all interested in, you know, I think in increasing the vision of what this new seed industry would look like, and I think we're doing this all for the betterment of Canadian agriculture.
One of the interesting components of a national organization like CSGA is that there is also provincial organizations in the mix as well. A shift that I have seen personally with the National Association is a gigantic commitment to making sure that it's two-way communication with the provinces. Has that played a key role in getting those 3,500 members on side and understanding and being clear on where we're at in the process? Absolutely.
We've you know, over the course of the last year, we've had engagement sessions with our members at that level, and getting their input, and that's where you need to be. You need to have your boots on the ground with your membership, as close as you can to them, and get their feedback and get their ideas and their direction of where they want to see the industry go in this organization.
There really is no such thing as too much engagement, is there?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We welcome all the engagement we can get. We want members to contact us whenever they have something on their mind. Right. Yeah, especially now.
Right. With so much change and so many pieces up in the air of how we're going to go.
Absolutely.
I'm very excited to see that the CSGA has someone like yourself in this helm that's going to come with that collaborative approach, and I know they're very excited to have you there as well. So good luck in your next 2 years. It's going to be there's going to be lots of moving pieces, and you're definitely the right guy for the job.
Thank you very much, Shawn. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.